Welcome back to Chatter Matters. As you guys can see, I'm in the same outfit. Someone decided to change.
I'm in a different outfit.
Yeah, she's fake. I didn't think we were we're filming 2 episodes Monday, guys.
Yeah.
We have our second guest of the day. We're here with Nanza, and she's going to tell us a little about her business and what she does.
I'm a first-year fashion student at TMU, Toronto Metropolitan. I've been running a business for 10 years at the age of 18. So I've been running a business since I was 8 years old.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You started your business at 8?
Yeah.
Wow, what were you doing at 8?
I was selling little crocheted bracelets.
Cute.
So that was my little brand. I didn't have a name properly for it at that time, but that was my little brand.
Business woman since day one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So basically for me, I kind of been in a family of entrepreneurs. So my mom has many different jobs. My dad runs a clothing brand and a nonprofit organization. So it's kind of been in my blood.
Wow. Okay, so can you kind of describe your story? Like, you started at 8. Can you start with, like, what you were starting to sell and then how it kind of transitioned to what you sell now?
Yeah. So what actually got me started on my whole business was a Scholastic book fair.
Wow.
So
I miss them.
I do. I miss them.
You actually bought
Bring
books,
them
though.
back.
That's
No,
the thing. I
didn't.
didn't. Back then, my mom did not let me buy a single book until I convinced her. I was like, okay, let me buy one book and I'll read it. And she's like, if you don't read this book, we're never doing this again. So I bought a book. Of course,
What
I
book
went
was
for it was like something knits.
Okay.
And of course, I just went for it because I saw there was a trinket inside of it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I brought it home and she's like, so you're going to learn how to knit? I said, huh? I'm like, oh, it's a learn how to knit book. So
You're like, I'm here for the trinket.
yeah, it turns out the trinket was knitting needles.
I mean, at least you didn't have to go and buy those after.
Exactly. So I opened it and she's like, I don't know how to knit. So how are you going to learn? I was like, you can read it to me and then I'll just do it.
So could you read at the time?
I couldn't. So
Okay.
I could read it, but it was not making any sense to me. It was loop, undo. I was like, I brought it to my mom. She's like, you think I'm going to understand this?
Because it's like double cross stitch and
Yep.
You think I know what that means? No.
Exactly. So she started reading it. So she didn't know how to knit. Somehow she taught me and I learned how to knit. And from learning how to knit, I would make scarves and little square things for people. First, I wasn't selling them. That was when I was 7. So I learned how to do that. I think that was in grade 2. But in grade 3 is when I really got into crochet because I learned the thing called YouTube.
Yes.
And YouTube was my gateway into crocheting. So basically, I saw that you could crochet and knit. And I was like, okay, crochet's boring. No, knitting is boring. Crochet looks more fun because I was like, I'm just making the same thing over and over again right now. But in crochet, I can do so much more. So at first, I started off with learning how to do origurumis, which is the little stuffed animals.
Okay.
And I learned how to do that. I also did a throw blanket for my dad for his couch. He still uses it. I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, one of my first creations.
That's so sweet though. At least supporting you since day one.
I know. He's like, make me a bracelet. I was like, okay. So I used, the little friendship bracelet threads that you can use.
Yeah.
I used that, a really, really small crochet hook, and
you crocheted the fish tail type of string.
With the fish. Yeah, I basically made bracelets out of them, and of course, my entrepreneurial self was like, okay, I'm going to charge $2 for them. And if you want an extra color, it's 50 more cents.
Wow.
So I was making $5 off of a bracelet.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But really, what really made me get into it was I had a trip I wanted to go on and I didn't want to ask my parents to pay for it because I was like, I don't know if they're going to say yes.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll make the money before I go and then I'll be able to pay for it myself so I don't have to pay for it.
How old were you in this?
I think I was, 9.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Paying for your own trip at 9?
Yeah. So I did that. And from then on, I was just building my business from there. I took a break during COVID time because that's when everything blew up for everyone. But that was really when I started to get my own style into my crochet. Before I was watching YouTube videos and recreating. And then I realized, hey, I can just recreate things that are in my brain. So I'm kind of a backwards artist. Usually people draw their design and then like create it. I create it and then draw it because it's already in my brain. And it's been so many years in the making of making a website, of having my Instagram up. Like before I had Instagram, I didn't have Instagram until grade 7. So this was all word of mouth and like
That's so
selling in the
sick.
school, selling to teachers, selling to principals.
Wait,
Like
really? You were selling to teachers?
I was selling to teachers. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're like, oh, can you make me something for my kid? I was always doing something. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so then after the bracelets, did you keep doing more like crocheting stuff, and now you're doing a lot more crocheting? Or?
Yeah. So like I was still making like scarves out of knit stuff. So like that was what I was selling, but I was doing mainly crochet stuffed animals. Like I was doing crochet little bees. I was doing crocheted, basically anything you can think of that you wanted. I was making it because I was like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I got to the thing of never saying no. So I said, if I don't know how to make it yet, I'll know by the time you need it. So
Wow.
I started taking commissions and started doing projects for people. And then coming up in the past 3 years, I have been creating my own style. And so actually the thing I'm wearing currently,
I love. Oh my god.
I crocheted it myself and I made the pattern for it. And I also make a hooded one. So these are boleros.
That's so sick.
Yeah. And so
How much do you sell them
basically,
for?
this one, it goes for $80. And then for the hooded one, it goes for $85. And I do Canadian free shipping because Canadians are always at the butt end of everything and we never get free shipping.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that with my brand. So you get free shipping and I keep you updated on everything throughout the whole process because I consider myself a slow fashion brand. So I make everything to order. So if you order something, it is being literally made by the time
That's really
from
good.
the start of when you ordered it to then when it's shipped off.
How do you pick the pricing for your clothes?
So that was actually a really big thing for me with pricing because I was always told that I'm pricing too high when I was younger, but I was like, how many hours it takes me to make it, how many materials I have to use and like everything.
And if you think it's too high, don't buy.
Exactly. I was like, I have a
people that
market
won't-
value
yeah.
and I know who my target audience is. And if you're not them, it's okay. So for me, when I was younger, I tried to price it as like, minimum wage and how many hours you would like work. So like $15 an hour. Could not do that because before I was working like 10 plus hours and still not done. So like that's not going to price properly. I've gotten faster, of course, but now I do it where I make a certain percentage off of how much the materials cost, and then I make a percentage off of that. So I put the number of how much it costs to make it, and then I see how much profit I want to make off of it, and then that's how I price my things.
That's really cool.
But I also try to make it as affordable as possible because I know I'm selling to university students. As someone who's also a broke university student, I know that if I can't afford something, the next person can't either.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it at the lowest price I can possibly do it to still make a profit.
I feel like that's always the hardest part with like small businesses is trying to like pick a price. Like I have a cake business.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's so hard to like, because I don't want to be too expensive, but at the same time, like I'm not putting all this time and effort into something just to not end up making a profit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
especially because buying materials can be like one of the most expensive parts of it. And then if you're like not getting anything, but you're spending so much time, it's tough. You don't want to do that.
Exactly.
But then on the other hand, it's like you said to your point about like the students, it's hard because you know that like if it's too expensive, no one's going to buy it because it's, like not everyone has the money that they can afford that. Yeah.
So that's
But you were talking about your brand, so kind of what like, can you expand more on like the name and how you created it and how you present yourself online and stuff like that?
So the name Buka Boutique is actually part of my middle name.
Okay.
So there's a story behind my middle name. My middle name was supposed to be my first name, but it became my middle name because my grandmother couldn't pronounce it. So, and I'm also born on my grandmother's birthday. So she's like, why don't you just name her Nanza after me? Because my grandmother's name is Nanza. So my mom's like, okay, then I'll put the name that I wanted to give her as her middle name. So my middle name is Nakambuka, which means always remember, never forget.
Oh, I love that. That's really pretty.
Yeah. And so my mom is actually the one that helped me create my business name. She was like, you could do Nanza's Knits. You can do Nanza's Crochets. I was like, nah. She's like, okay, well, why don't you use your first name / middle name? I was like, how? She's like, Buka something, Buka's Knits. I was like, Buka Boutique. And she's like, yeah, that works. And I was like, okay. So she was always helping me make my brand name and like everything. Actually, my first ever logo was made on Canva, and it was literally just like
I love Canva.
I know it was like the starter thing, but it was literally just like 2 B's and then Buka Boutique at the bottom with like a gradient, and I used that for so many years. I was like, okay, no, I'm about to do a huge market, and my sister's like, we're doing a rebrand. So my older sister, she drew my new logo. She helped me with my new posters. She helped me with my business cards, and in a night we had it all out, and including my website.
Oh my gosh.
So I ended up hitting up one of my engineer friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, what's the best thing to make a website on that's not Shopify and that's not Squarespace? Yeah. And he's like, Fourth Wall. I said, thank you. And it was so easy to use. I used it, made it in 3 nights.
Wow.
And then I even bought a domain. It even showed me how to buy a domain. So now I own bukaboutique.ca, which is my website.
That's so sick. Mm-hmm. I love how you have like business cards, a website, the domain. Like you really like went all out for it. I love professional. That. It is. It's very professional. And I feel like a lot of people these days like are starting businesses, but I don't know. I feel like they don't take that extra step to make it as professional as kind of you did. They'll start a business and like sell it on Instagram, which is great. And for small businesses, that's really good. But to grow it, I think you really do need to be going above and beyond.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. My biggest thing that stayed in my brain was my dad saying, if you don't want it, I can't want it more than you want it. Yeah. So he said he'll help me as long as I put myself out there. So I took a moment back from all of the marketing and everything. And it was about a year where I stopped like promoting my stuff. And I really took a moment to say, do I really want to do this? Is this what I want to show as my brand? And then from there I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do. This is exactly who I want to be. And I started hammering out my products. I started to do more photography of it. Like I have a personal photographer friend. Her name is Zainab. She is amazing. Shout out Zainab. She takes all my product pictures and edits them. She's amazing.
That's amazing.
And she's the reason why I have so many good product pictures now. Like before I was taking pictures in my backyard.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing for small business people is to start. Like I started with like using Photoshop, not even the proper Photoshop. I was using like a free Photoshop. I don't even remember the name of it anymore. And I would like crop out my head out of like the pictures of my hats and just like put like a blank background on it and say like this is $40 or this and just sell it from that. And that's how I was making my first couple of sales.
That's so sick.
Since crocheting takes so long to do, how do you find time to like make the stuff while also doing school and like having a personal life?
Honestly, I am a workaholic. You will never not see me crocheting, except right now.
But this is like promotion for it, so it really never stops.
Honestly, my teachers will literally tell you, like, they see me crocheting in class. Like, I'm crocheting while listening to the lessons. You'll see me have crochet in my bag. You'll see me crocheting on the train. I crochet while I'm sleeping at this point. Like,
so it's just become like an everyday.
Yeah, I can do it without looking at it. So it's become something that I can just do with my hands as I'm paying attention to something else. So even if I'm watching like a show, like crochet for me is also my downtime. So it doesn't feel like work. It feels like a hobby still, which my biggest thing is don't turn your hobbies into a career unless you're prepared to make it your whole life and also be prepared to sometimes hate your hobby. Because for a moment there, I didn't know how to balance it properly. And I was just like, I don't want to do crochet anymore. But I was like, but I love it. And that's like my downtime. And then I found a good balance between my work and doing crochet for myself. So I actually make myself pieces as well as making pieces for my business.
You have to though. Like, first of all, that is just so amazing. So like
beautiful.
I would want to make stuff for myself.
I literally was looking at it and I'm about to like hit you up on Instagram and buy one.
Of course.
Like, but is this kind of what you want to go into like in the future? Like how do you see yourself like growing in your career and doing this?
So I've already worked on fashion shows and with different fashion designers. Coming up, sneak peek on something. I will be at FAT with a designer, but I will not be telling you who or what.
That's so cool.
But I will be at FAT. And I am also a personal assistant for someone for African Fashion Week. And that's coming up in August. You guys should check that out.
That's so
you're doing
cool.
a lot of stuff.
Yes, so I already kind of work in the fashion industry. But what I want to do going forward is honestly just get my brand out there. So right now I'm helping others build their brands, and I'm kind of the behind the scenes for everyone else right now. But that's me building the connections and the like. I'm building connections with models. I'm building connections with other designers, so that when it's time for my brand to actually be put out there and I can actually like have a name for myself, I already have the foundation.
Yeah. And that's how it starts. Like we were talking about this before, but networking is everything.
I'm constantly networking. You'll never see me not networking. I even send my business cards out via airdrop. Like I have them on my phone and I airdrop it to whoever is around, and everyone's like, who airdropped this? And then they see it's like, oh
my gosh, that's so cool. That's good.
For your like designs and stuff, do you have a specific style of what you like to make, or is it just like anything that comes to your mind?
So for me, I like the really like boho, earthy black girl look. I'm really like leaning into that more these days, and for my brand especially, it's a lot of earth tones. I do sometimes do like a pink or like a orange or a red, but not often. But I will say that if someone commissions me to do a custom piece, I will do it in whatever color they want. So I'm someone who really does a lot of custom pieces because I like to do it to the body of the person. So my brand is for Black women by a Black woman.
Period.
Yes. And that's also shown in the clothing I'm wearing currently. Like there's a lot of clothing for us that is not made by us. And so the money is not recycled back into the Black community. But for me, I want to be that outreach where you can spend on a Black creator and that Black creator gives back to the community. Because like I grew up in a community where it was like, to say the least, it was not a great community, but like we all were still family in there. And like we all supported each other. So I really want to just give back in that way. But yeah, my brand is very much a Black power type of brand, and we, even though it's just me, we work towards being a bigger brand, but also remembering where we came from.
I find it nice that you're like working alone, like especially when people like get bigger and start to do their own things, they start to do like mass productions and stuff like that. Like I feel like it's so nice that you can say like, I'm making this from my own hands.
I've been told by many people, why don't I just outreach from like China or like
but
all
it's
those
not
different
the same
places? And I'm just like, I don't want my work to be connected to fast fashion, and I don't want my work to be connected to the huge underpaid market. Like I am someone who wants people to get paid for their worth. So if I were to have other workers, it would be Canadians, one, and it would be other Black creators who also have the same vision as I do, because I want to make sure that my brand still has its fundamentals. So a whole bunch of times I've actually declined a lot of people who told me to get more workers and have them outreach and be like, oh, you can just send your designs to China and they'll send it back and you can have them doing the work. I was like, no, I want to show that I put in the work. Like even on my price tags, I put how many hours it takes me to make a piece.
That's really cool.
So being in like the fashion industry, working in it, going to school for it, how do you stay inspired and up to date with like current fashion trends, but also staying true to like what you like to do?
Honestly, for me, I grew up in a household with fashion. Like my dad, we used to call him a fashionista and a diva.
I love that.
He's like, I need my diva time. And he would go in the bathroom and get himself ready. And it was always, we represent our name, our Joseph name, our Malcolm name. My last name is Malcolm Joseph, hyphenated. So I represent my dad's side and my mom's side. And we always said we have an image to uphold. And it's of, we know who we are, we know how we want to dress, and we know how we want to present ourselves. So we've always just been authentic to however we want to dress. So we're not really following the fashion trends. And that's the same thing with my brand. Honestly, I don't follow trends. I feel like they change so often that it's something you can't follow at this point.
So then how do you get inspired of what you make?
My biggest thing is looking at Pinterest and also looking at 90s fashion.
So always Pinterest.
I
love Pinterest.
Yeah,
like we talked about this the other day, and my go-to is Pinterest.
Then I feel like I get like more trends from Pinterest. I don't know if you guys are the same.
I always go with 90s Black fashion. You always have to put Black in there, because
even if you put Black,
sometimes you don't get Black. But I do a lot of research. So in high school, I was a Black activist, and I even wrote a school curriculum with other Black students. We wrote a school curriculum. It was English studies for Black students, but it's now,
Did they implement it?
Yeah, I think it's now mandatory in Peel for, I think, a couple schools for grade 9, which is great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I've already known a lot about Black history. Like, I grew up in a household full of Black history. My mom had bookshelves upon bookshelves of Black history. So, like, the fashion and everything, I've been engulfed in it my whole life. Like, my mom's wardrobe still has the fashion from back then. So, like, I take the inspiration of what I've seen her in, and also just in general what I've seen my, like, the old pictures, and I take that and I look at what I want my clothing to look like, and I want, like, what I want it to look like in the future, and I take it like that.
So do you kind of look at, like, old, like, vintage clothing and then put your own modern twist to it?
Yeah.
Kinda? Oh, that's cool.
Like, I love a little bell sleeve.
Yeah.
I love, like, for me, the chunky gold jewelry, the long nails with, like, the designs, like,
do you have a favorite
Black
decade?
fashion. I don't, because I feel like I can take from all different decades and just make it my own.
Yeah.
I will say that for Black fashion, I do love the 80s and 90s. Like, in grade 11, I can tell you I was always in a fro. I was always in, like, front. It was so fun. But it really helped me understand myself. And that's basically where my brand is, understanding who I want to be.
I love how you're really well articulate, too.
Yeah.
Like, you're such a great
I used to be a
talker.
public speaker.
You can tell. Like, you're so good at it. But yeah, I think we can maybe move on to our next.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
So today's topic, as we all know, what's been in the media, Coachella.
Mm-hmm.
And first off, I want to say I am not impressed with the outfits this year.
Me too.
Neither am I.
Not at all.
I follow a couple people who are fashion designers, like, not big ones, but they are, like, small creators. And I actually follow this girl who was creating her own Coachella outfit. And I wish more people would do that.
I find the outfits this year are very trendy. And, like, throughout the year, you guys can be trendy all you want. But when it comes to Coachella,
there's a certain type of, like, standard that you got to be at for that.
Like, I have a few photos here of, like, people that I've seen and people who, like, have been in the media. And I'm going to show you some of them. And I don't know what vision some of these people were going for, but it's not Coachella.
It's stuff that I've been seeing them wearing throughout the year.
Yeah,
like,
it's nothing new.
Yeah.
First, I want to start with Katie Fang's first day outfit because she has been in the media. They dragged her for this.
I don't think I've seen hers.
Okay, let me show you first.
Oh, girl.
What I have to say about it is I feel like the cowboy hat, cowboy boots are kind of overplayed now.
Yeah.
And, like, they work if it works with the rest of your outfit. If it doesn't...
But it has been overplayed. It's not special.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we were wearing all year. That's what we were wearing in the summer.
Yeah. But hers specifically, I feel like there was too much going on, but at the same time, there's, like, nothing going on.
Yeah.
There was not enough, but yet there was so much.
Really?
Like,
wait, let me see it.
The first thing
I like the mini. I like the mini skirt.
I don't like it.
I don't.
Really?
I don't like how it sits properly.
Yeah.
Like, there's proportions for bodies, and, like, I love her body. Like, she kept, okay, not on her body.
Yeah.
But the skirt is not doing her justice.
That's what I wanted to say.
It's
like,
looking frumpy.
It's cute, but it doesn't compliment her. And I feel like maybe if she picked a different shirt to go with it,
exactly,
it could have. But those two together did not look good.
It looks like she, like, tied a shoelace and put leather, and that's the skirt.
Yeah.
Like,
and what does the back look like? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Out? Like,
probably. Well, Alex Earl wore the same skirt, but obviously they have two different types of bodies.
Yeah.
But even Alex Earl,
I feel like she wasn't going all out. Like, I was watching her Ultra video where she went to other music concerts, and she was wearing better outfits there than she was wearing for Coachella. Like, Coachella is the place where you show up.
This looks like a Shein fast fashion
disaster.
I forget who she went with, but it was one of those, like, I think a fast fashion thing.
Yeah, but that's a disaster.
Who? Katie Fang. Yeah.
But no, that was just a miss. I didn't look at her other outfits, but I did not enjoy that. Next, we have Tara Yummy.
I love Tara
Oh my god,
Yummy.
I love Tara Yummy, but I have not seen her outfit.
The only outfit that, like, I paid attention to was this furry one here. And again, I like the outfit.
Jokes is I saw a girl in that exact outfit who's not Tara Yummy.
Wait,
really?
Is it
the twins? Yeah, like the girls who are not twins.
I have their photo in there too.
The jokes is, like, why is everyone wearing the same thing?
Yeah. Yes, I saw 3 different people had that thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll show you it because, but, like, literally I saw a smaller creator wearing that.
So my thing is,
she looks hot.
She does.
I like
but
it.
she could have done something more.
Yeah. why are you wearing a full fur thing in the desert?
And on top of that, like, where is the uniqueness? Like, Tara Yummy is known for her fits.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Even another day I saw her and she just looked like Charlie XCX. Like for a second I thought she was Charlie XCX because she was just doing like Charlie's like iconic hair with like the clips, and then it was just some basic miniskirt and some basic shirt that had like a graphic or something on it.
Yeah.
Like this is Coachella. Why are you wearing a graphic tee?
Honestly.
Do you know about the Caligera sisters? I think that's how you pronounce it. Like the 3 sisters that like look the same.
Maybe.
Yes. The ones with the curly hair?
Yeah, like those sisters.
Yeah, I like them.
Their outfits, their first day outfits did not eat at all.
It screams first day of high school.
Like, everyone was in the comments talking like, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. You guys ate these outfits down.
Like, a face does not make the fit.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people are thinking that, oh, if I just have a face card, I can wear anything. Yeah. Girl, no, this is Coachella. You need to be stunting on all grounds.
Yeah. And, like, what's it called? Not to mention brands sending them there because of, like, the fits. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why these people are going. You can't just play it as if, like, you're going for fun.
Yeah.
Like, the audience wants to see it. If you're getting paid all this money to, like, go to Coachella, you need to show up for your viewers.
Yeah. Like, there was at least something, like, James Charles posted. And he was like, I posted something about like trash talking like Coachella, and everyone said District 12 or like District 1 vibes. Yeah, and I was like, y'all, it literally is, but like that's the point of Coachella. Like it's supposed to be out of touch. Like that they're spending money. Like that is what that is over there. But he was also talking about like how Coachella is not how it used to be anymore. He was like, he doesn't go with brands anymore. Like he did it once, and like he's like, I don't do that. I go for you guys. Yeah. Which I love about that. But
he pays for his own
does, and he pays for his team and crew. Yeah. But he was talking about the outfits and the fact that he did not feel safe in there.
Yeah.
So he was like, I paid for VIP, I paid for the creators area, and somehow, some way, like a girl came up to me and like squished my face and was like, "You look like James Charles," and like was like all up in his face,
like ripping his beads off.
Yeah,
his face.
Exactly.
Like,
like the little bubbles he had.
Yeah.
Oh, this was this year.
Yeah. And he's like, Coachella 2025 is not it. No. And he's like, I know you guys are gonna hate on me for this, but I like, you guys want me to be real. And I was like, yeah I want to hear what's going on in there. But I just found it interesting, like Coachella's not sounding like Coachella this year.
No, even this year, Tana Mojo didn't go to Coachella.
Exactly.
And I love her. And I feel like she kind of is Coachella, at least for me. That's one of the girls that, like, every year, no matter what, I'm always looking for her outfit. Because she always eats down. And her and a bunch of other people were like, I'm just not going to go this year.
Literally.
But you can tell based off of, like, the way that the demographic, it's just a bunch of influencers now who just go for, like, not even good outfits.
The photos. And they're not even good photos. Yeah.
They don't listen to the music. They just go there for the brands.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like, you can tell that it's not the same anymore. And we already had this conversation before. I personally would never go to Coachella because of the vibes and stuff like that. But, like, that doesn't mean I still don't want to see other people going.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
And I would go for the music too. Like even Benson Boone pulling out Bohemian Rhapsody. I love Benson Boone. Oh my gosh. Pulling out Bohemian Rhapsody and getting Brian May, the like guitarist of Queen, on the stage, and nobody cared. Nobody was talking about it.
Honest, to be honest.
Can we talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Queen Latifah that were there?
Yes.
Yeah.
But for the Benson Boone thing, I wouldn't have recognized the guitar player either. But I would have heard the song and heard him singing it. Yeah. And I would have been like, okay, this has to be like something iconic for you to play this song. But I wouldn't have recognized it.
And he was dressed up as Freddie Mercury. It was, because I also like old music, so it was such an iconic moment, and not a soul cared. And everywhere I see on TikTok is like, why did nobody care? Like, this is so iconic.
I feel like that wasn't the right demographic.
It wasn't, because
this is a bunch of young people.
Exactly.
Who listen to, like, for example, comparing that to, like, Charlie XCX.
Yeah.
That's true.
Two completely different
But at the same time, like, if you're going to Coachella, learn what's going to be there. Yeah. Like, you're going there for the vibes. Music. Exactly.
Yeah.
But Meg Thee Stallion and Queen Latifah, wow.
Wait, so what happened with that? Because I haven't heard.
Okay, so that was amazing. But the crowd.
Yeah.
So I heard, like, again, a TikTok showed up on my For You page. Again, not really following everything that's going on with Coachella, but Coachella's following me.
Yes.
That there was, like, these girls and their boyfriends or whatever. And, like, at first they were vibing, right? And then the boyfriends who were in front of the girls were like, free Tory Lanez or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And then the girls joined in. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I hate men.
But like 2 seconds ago, they were vibing to Megan Thee Stallion and they were like dancing and everything and enjoying a good time. But when the men started saying things, then the girls hopped in too.
I hope he picks you. I hope he picks you.
I know.
Yeah, oh my
I'm just
God.
like, I just found it in real bad taste. Cause I'm like, you're there to have fun. Like the girls are there to be girls. And like, you're letting men ruin it.
Yeah. And then the girls like joining in on that. What are
I was
doing?
like, you guys are not
Stand
girls.
Like,
And it's like, he's in there for a reason, guys.
Yeah.
It was court proven.
Yeah.
To be honest, my brother always says free Tory Lanez because he loves Tory Lanez. Me personally, I didn't pay attention to what happened. I just love Megan Thee Stallion.
I love Megan Thee
love
Stallion. I'll
Megan.
support her no matter what.
Yeah.
And then what? She performed with Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
Oh. Did she bring her on?
Or
were they just supposed to be on together?
I think
She
they
was
were
on.
Yeah, they were on together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was like she was Megan Thee Stallion and Queen Latifah were vibing together and it was so cute.
Oh.
The duo I didn't expect to see.
I did not expect that though. No, I did not. When I saw that I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yes.
Surprising but pleasant surprise.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Charlie D'Amelio.
I didn't see her outfit.
I didn't either, but just
I don't hate it, but I don't love
Let me
it.
see.
Like, I feel like the concept is nice because it's giving Coachella.
It is.
But I didn't like
the frills or whatever it's
yeah,
called.
but I didn't like that it was
Yeah.
all black.
it's giving 2016 Coachella.
But I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. Like, I
Like
want
it's giving
them,
like back then.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Like the
I'm just
Vanessa
like
Hudgens days.
Yeah.
There's this one girl on
I feel like
TikTok.
she did the most without doing the most. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
she actually looked back at Coachella and was like, okay, I want to add that into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think she did well in this compared to the other ones we just looked at.
I actually agree.
There's this one girl, though, I don't know who she was, but she came up on my For You page, and she ate down. Like,
Really?
I forget who she was. I don't remember, but her Coachella was, like, actually
Giving old Coachella?
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
Like-
come back with a flower crown. Come back with, like,
Literally.
She pulled out the
frills.
moccasins. She
Yes.
pulled out, like...
Okay.
Yeah.
I literally saw a girl on my For You page and she made her Coachella outfit and I loved it. Wow. I was like, yes, we need more of this.
Yeah.
She made a beaded top.
Yes.
Oh.
The beat top. I saw a lot of those this year, though.
But she, like the first one, when I saw it was done, she's like, I hate it. I was like, I hate it with you because it did not look good. But when she finished it,
Yeah.
oh, that top ate. I wish she picked different pants, but the top ate. Like, it's always the bottoms. I'm like, girl, if
Yeah.
you're going to go all out on the top, you got to go all out on the
I know,
bottoms.
why are they not going on the bottoms? Like, even with James' outfits, like, did you just forget that you had
Literally.
legs? Like, what?
And, like, a lot of people, like, I even saw, like, a girl who's not, like, a big influencer. She's like, I'm going to Coachella for the first time, da-da. And she's like, I'm not a big influencer, but, like, I know you guys are going to dog on my outfit because I didn't even pick out an outfit. Like, I
Yeah.
kind of just threw things in my... When I heard, I kind of just threw things in my suitcase, and I'm going to figure it out as I go.
Girl,
No, you need to
if you're
plan.
paying all that money to go to Coachella,
You need to be
show
stunting.
up. Show up, yeah.
But, yeah.
Do you want to do one more?
Yeah.
So this one has had a lot of conversation. Madeline White.
Wait, let me see. Oh, I do know Madeline White. Oh, it's kind of giving mermaid.
With her,
Okay, I kind of like it.
I really love Madeline.
I like her outfit, but I think the flowers
Are throwing it off.
Yeah.
Really, I like the flowers.
No,
I feel
'cause,
like
like,
it's Coachella.
It is, but it isn't. Like, it's giving...
Yeah, there's something off
Like,
about
I feel
it.
like
It's,
should've
she
put-
threw them on. Like, she didn't,
Yeah.
like, place
Yeah.
them... Like, they look like they're falling out of her hair, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she should have put something other than flowers because I feel like the flowers
Yeah.
didn't match. Because
Like,
she has
glitter.
the beads.
Have we not... Where's all the glitter?
Yes.
Where's
Some
the
people
body
do-
glitter
yeah.
and like the glitter on the
Oh,
face and the
yes.
hair? Like I
Body
remember
glitter.
that.
That's it. That's Coachella. Bring
Yeah.
that back.
Yeah, like she would have eaten so
She
bad with some
would.
body glitter on.
And she would have looked more like a mermaid too. I think she should have played
Yeah.
into that.
People are saying that's the best or one of the best Coachella outfits.
Okay, like
I can
honestly,
see
I can
it.
see that because like it's giving Coachella.
I just don't think this year people were giving Coachella as they should have been.
Exactly.
And she could have been better.
Yeah, but she put it on. Like,
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think let's move on to the final segment,
Yeah.
and that's going to be What's the Vibe?
What's the vibe? We're on like the 8th or 7th episode or something, and I still kept forgetting what the segment is called. I always wait for you to say what the vibe is, and then I'm like, yes, it's called What's the Vibe. I know this. This is my show.
Didn't you forget? I feel like you forgot. Let's talk about it.
I
too.
don't know what any of them are called.
Oh, girl.
Like, get it together. This is your podcast.
Come on, Nadia. Do better.
I know.
You guys remember that TikTok trend that was like questions guys want to ask girls but they don't?
Mm-hmm. It was mainly like slides. You know when it's like slides and like you swipe? Like,
Yeah.
And then there's like comments. Guys ask the questions, girls answer. I remember those ones.
I think I skipped through those. I feel like I've seen them and I just go like...
No, this is old. This is like from time ago, like during like...
From when?
The
COVID?
pandemic?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, it was a big trend, guys.
Wait, you're talking about like, and then the guys would say that like they had like, okay, there was this one guy. There was this one guy who would, no, the girls. Oh my God, I have so many things in my brain right now.
I know that.
Okay, there's two different things that I'm thinking about. There's the ones where it's like, questions guys have but never ask. Yeah, and then it's like, they say it and like, in the comments, you guys are like, "Oh, why are you spilling our beans, bro?" And
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, guys.
I'm remembering it now. I'm remembering it.
I kind of remember that actually.
No, you don't, Nadia. Stop lying. Stop lying.
I remember the one trend that was like, "She's a 10 but blank." That's similar.
It's similar.
Yeah, but it's okay. Do you remember back in the pandemic when it was like things girls do that guys would never like know, or like things girls say?
My pandemic life was like, I was a gamer girl. That was my gamer girl era. Okay. That was my like. I'm very ashamed to admit this. Valorant, like Minecraft. Like I was full into gaming.
Okay, but I still play Minecraft.
Oh, me
too. No, but I love Minecraft. But like,
we love Minecraft.
Minecraft will never go away.
It won't.
But like the way I hopped on Fortnite and Valorant should be a shame.
The way I started playing Fortnite at some point. Do I remember how? I didn't even have a console or anything, so I was playing on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when they made the app?
Remember
when they made the app? Oh my God.
That's worse.
Yeah, honey. I was like, oh, I want to be a gamer.
I know.
My
gamer girl era was so bad. Like, what are you doing?
Like, my computer would crash too much. I was like, I'll just play on my phone.
Yeah, I had a MacBook. Like, girls want to be a
God.
gamer on a Mac.
It's okay. It was an era.
It was an era.
Okay. Yeah. So the first question that guys have for girls is, what are your turn-ons and turn-offs?
Ooh, I can answer that. You can't smell.
Okay, that's
a turn-off. If you smell... If I'm sitting here and I smell you from over there and it's not a good smell, I cannot hide my expressions. Oh. It's so bad. I've dealt with a guy who smelled. Oh. And like I tried my best. I was like, you know what? I love your personality. Yeah. And then I get a whiff. I was like, oh, my eyes are stinging. Oh. Like why can I taste it?
Yeah, like take a shower, put on deodorant.
Honestly, like I feel like if I'm being told by other people to tell you to take a shower, that shows on me. And I'm like, no, that's a turn off. But I'll also say a turn on is communication. When a guy can actually communicate his feelings, like, come on.
Yeah. It's so easy though if they can
communicate. But there's so many guys nowadays who just like feel like I have to be tough. And I was like, no, honey.
Yeah, I don't like guys that are like
cry
tough.
in my arms. Cry in my arms. I will console you. What? Like I want a softie who can also at one point also be like dominant. Like I want you to be able to communicate. I want you to be able to be real with me. I want you to be able to express your emotions. Literally, you can do both.
I love my first turn on is like a funny guy. Like I know that like a lot of girls I think say that, but just like I feel like a funny guy shows so much intelligence. Like I don't know if it's just me, but like to be able to make jokes that are funny, it not only shows that you care about people, that you want them to laugh, but it also shows so much intelligence to be able to like talk about things in a funny way. I think it like shows so much about your character.
Yeah. And ones that can actually make proper jokes, like not the ones that they only think is funny.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
In like relation to that, I would say someone who matches my energy.
Yes.
That is a turn on. If me and you can bicker back and forth.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I'm like, I am very like expressive. I'm dominant. Like if you can't match my energy, you're not meant for me.
No.
Yeah.
And kind of with that too, like. Honestly, I don't want to sound mean, but insecure men, I think, is one of my most turn-offs. Yeah. Like, it's okay if you, like, are, like, a little insecure, have stuff, but if you're like, you probably don't like me, or,
oh my God, the pick-me men?
Like, the pick-me men? Get that out of here. Like, what are you doing?
Too many of them nowadays. Come on, fix up.
Yeah. Like, have some goddamn confidence. Sorry.
Yes.
Like.
Next. Do you actually like it when a guy makes the first move, or does it depend?
It depends, because the way I asked my man out,
you like making the first move?
I do. Ooh. I'm someone who's like,
okay, dominant queen.
It's in my nature.
Yes.
I'm a Leo.
Oh, I love Leos.
But my biggest thing is that like I like being the one to ask questions, and I'm a question asker. So like I love being able to feel like I can have that space to be like, hey, do you want to go out?
Yeah.
I want it to be like, you don't feel like I'm stepping on your dominance.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to have, like, toxic masculinity towards it. But at the same time, it's nice to get asked out, too. It shows that you actually have interest in me. Like, if you come up to me and be like, hey, I found you really attractive, but in a good way. Like, I found you really attractive. I was thinking, like, could I get your number? Don't ask me for my Snap. I will never give you my Snap. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd rather people ask me for my Snap.
My Instagram, sure, but my Snap?
My Instagram, yeah. Don't ask my Snap.
I don't like, I know we're at a grown age now. People shouldn't be asking for this.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like giving my number out to people that I don't
know.
Yeah.
I'll give you my Instagram.
Yeah.
I prefer Snap, though, because I'm not messaging on Instagram like that.
No, my Snap, only because I know what men want to do on Snap. Every single time I've given a guy my Snap, it's always ended in a D pic.
Oh. Yeah. No, it's just for hookups. Like, that's the thing.
They don't see, like, if he asks for my Snapchat, he's staying in my Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's never getting out of Snapchat. Like, I will never message him. Like, he can message me and it'll be on left undelivered.
Also, I forget to message on Snapchat, to be honest.
Literally. I don't use it.
I forget Instagram.
Really?
See?
Yeah, that's where we differ.
Yeah, I'm mostly on Snap when I, like, for texting and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm either on direct messages, a.k.a. just my phone, or on Instagram, mainly because I'm a business owner, so I'm always on Instagram.
And you can never get me off. Me and Reels.
Exactly. Oh my God. And TikTok, love it.
I love TikTok.
Oh.
It's an addiction.
Actually, for a man, a guy came up to me. I'm taken. A guy came up to me at an event, and he's like, hey, you look so cute. I was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, I'm not feeling him, though. He's like, can I get your Instagram? I said, sure. I gave him my business Instagram. He now follows my business. He now follows my business.
Yes. Sometimes, like, it kind of matters. Like, actually. No, because sometimes when a guy's, like, flirting with me or stuff like that, I'm like, you should follow my podcast. And then they will. And I'm like, get that plug.
Is that where our followers are coming from, Nadia?
A couple of them, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what you gotta do.
Yes.
For me, I like making the first move, but it depends. Like, for me to go up to a guy, I will not do that. When it comes to, like, the first kiss, most of the people that I've kissed, I was the first one to make the move to kiss them.
Honestly, yes and no. I will never say I am a dominant person all the time until I have someone I like and they're up in my face and I'm like, okay, hi.
I know. If I like you, I get so shy.
I will turn from the most, like, dominant person to the most shy person you'll ever meet. And I'm just like, how? Hi. Hello. And, like, even my boyfriend, who is shy, did the first move and he kissed me. I was like, oh, okay.
No, if I'm funny or confident or, like, really cool and talkative around you, I'm sorry, I don't like you. I don't like you at all.
Oh, my God.
Like,
I'm a complete extrovert, though. That's the thing. Like, I'm always talking.
Yeah, but if I like someone...
Oh, if I like someone?
I'm so shy.
I'm mean.
You're mean.
Me too. I'm mean to
If I like someone, I'm mean. Like, my boyfriend, before we got together, I was, like, dissing him 24/7, but, like, in a cute way. But, like, I feel like I hurt his feelings sometimes. I was like, I like this guy.
But if they can take it, that means they're the one.
Exactly.
If they can handle my meanness, then, like...
I'm so the opposite. If I like someone, I'm not carrying the conversation even a little bit.
Really?
If you think I'm the most boring, unfunny, shy person,
I'm in love with you.
Probably in love with you. Like,
yeah, no. Like, because I grew up with a whole bunch of brothers. Thanks, guys. I grew up with brothers. I grew up with a sister who grew up with brothers.
Oh, yeah.
How many of them, like, are there?
I have 8 siblings.
Oh!
Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. 4 brothers, 4 sisters. 3 older brothers, 2 older sisters. I love how I have to always remember that.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no. So I grew up with them, and they were always like, "You're stronger than a man." I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am." I would bully men.
Yes.
No wonder they're scared of me. I would bully men.
Yeah.
Because I was always. I hate this.
Men
but I was
should not
always
be happy.
one of the guys, and I hated it because they'd ask me to ask my friends out for them.
I don't like being one of the guys.
I like being one of the guys.
Like,
it's
I
so
love
fun.
that part, but it's like, when you start to ask me to ask my friends out, especially when I liked one of them. I liked a guy, and he asked me to ask my friend out for him. I was like,
no.
But that's kind of my turn off. That's a turn off. When a guy asks me to ask my friend out for them.
Yeah. Wait, so do you, actually, I'm kind of curious about this. Do you guys like being, like, one of the guys? Because for me, like, I don't like men so much, where, like, if a group of guys that I'm friends with are like, oh, you're just like us, I'm like, no. What?
Honestly, it depends, because I make sure I'm around guys who I would let my daughters around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I do not hang out with the toxic, manly man type men like that. Like, my biggest thing is that if you feel threatened by a woman's presence, we are not friends. Good. Because I am going to tell you when you're bullshitting. I'm going to tell you, can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to tell you when you're talking bull crap. I'm going to tell you when I think you're being misogynistic. Like, my biggest thing is that if you're my friend, you are a feminist. You are a girl's girl. Like, I call my boyfriends, like all my guy friends, I'm like, hey, girl.
Me
like,
too.
I forget sometimes. I'm like, girl, come over here. They're like, me? I was like, yes, you. I was like, oh. You know what I meant. Come here.
I'll call men that I'm not even friends with. I called, like, the one guy I went on a date. I was like, girl, like.
Yeah, like, I'm just like, I like certain men to be friends with and other men who I would date. Yeah. Like, most guys I'm friends with, I would not date.
Really?
Yes. Hence, I'm dating a guy. Well, technically, he was my friend before we started dating.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing was that, like, I made sure that the guys who I was one of the guys with were, like,
good guys.
Dudes who I would be okay with meeting my mom.
Yeah.
Like, I would not have a friend who would cuss someone out in front of my mom.
Yeah.
Like, some guys, I'm just like, we won't mesh. But, like, the ones who actually call me, like, one of the guys are just like, oh, yeah, I forgot you're a girl. Like, sometimes, the times they forgot I was a girl and they started saying, I was like, you remember I do not have the same genitals as you. And they're like, oh, yeah. My bad.
They're like, right.
It's like, sometimes it's funny. It's funny being one of the guys.
Yeah, I get that. Want to do the next?
Sure. What is the first thing you notice in a guy?
Ooh.
Their
smile.
Eyes.
I love a good smile, to be honest.
I love eyes. My boyfriend's known this. Like, any person I see, the first thing I see are their eyes. Like, I think actually the first time I talked to my boyfriend, like, before, like, when we were just friends, I said, you have such pretty eyes. And he's like, thanks. I was like, yeah, like, come here. I even, like, brought him closer. I was like, your eyes are, like, so pretty. He's like, they're just brown. I was like, no. They're, like, such a pretty brown. Like, I am obsessed with eyes. Like, I just love, like, the different eye colors. And they're never the same. Everyone says, they're never the same.
They are never the same. Even if they're the same color or same shape or something, even you can tell someone's soul in it.
That's my thing. Like, I love looking at eyes because I can tell, like,
who you are.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, a lot of men are like, how do you know so much about me? I was like, it's your eyes.
It is. It's your eyes. I can tell whether they're a good person or not just through their eyes, like looking through them. Yeah.
Yeah, like a guy who is in my life, he tells me that he can tell exactly what I'm thinking just by looking at my eyes. And I'm looking at him like...
You can.
You can.
But I don't think it, though, because I feel like my eyes are just so, like, dead. Like, I feel like there's, like, nothing going on there. But apparently there is.
Like, that's how serial killers are found, because of their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Like, there's a thing in their eyes.
It's really, like, I know it's, like, corny or, like, a saying or whatever, but they really are the window to the soul.
They are. Like, I love, some reason, like, I can look at my boyfriend's eyes until, like, the sun goes down. Yeah. Like, again, I'm dominant, but when I was in those classrooms trying to look at him and he'd stare me in my eyes, I had to look away. I did not know what was happening.
Do you have trouble holding eye contact with people?
No, I don't. Until I like someone. I can hold eye contact with someone because I'm like, be intimidated.
Well, yeah, I can, but if I like someone, I can't.
If I like the guy.
Can't. Like, I can't stare at someone just, like, for so long. Like, I have to just, like, venture off. Like, I don't know what it is.
I get it. It's kind of awkward sometimes, but, like, with a guy I like, even with, like, a girl I like, if they look at me, I'm like, I can't look. Like, I'll look down.
Really?
I'll look down. One time he's like, why are you looking at the ground? I was like, I like the ground.
I like the ground. Kind of look pretty right now.
Literally. And then I finally told him, I was like, yeah, no, sometimes I just couldn't look at you. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. He's like, why? I was like, because your eyes.
Aw. But, okay, back to that. I think my favorite is a smile. Like, I know you said that. But, first of all, I love making Ben laugh. Like, again, like, humor is everything. And, like, when I actually, like, make a guy laugh and he's, like, smiling and it's, like, I feel so good. Oh, my gosh. And, like, when a guy has, like, a cute smile, it makes me smile. And I'm like,
smile just like, guys can be intimidating sometimes, but when they smile, you're just like, okay, that's a cute one. Like that.
But they look so cutesy when they smile.
They do.
I love being so, like, just serious, and then you just see them smile. It's like,
I know.
Yes.
I know. It makes me like them. Because I want them to show that they like me, and when someone smiles...
That's like an affection.
It is, yeah.
Okay, next question. Is it a turn-off if a guy is emotionally vulnerable, or is it a green flag?
Green flag.
What about if a guy cries?
Green flag.
Interesting.
For me, I'm going to tell you always, like, I hate the whole thing where men should not cry, men should not express their feelings, because it builds up, like, this animosity towards the world, honestly. Yeah. And that's what really makes me, like, know that there's, like, a epidemic of men who feel like they can't cry. Like, I am someone who's like, if you need to cry, cry, because that's your body telling you need that emotion. And if you cannot be emotionally vulnerable with me, and I'm supposed to be your partner through everything, how are we supposed to work through hardships? Like, if we have, let's say, hit in our marriage, and now we need to work something out. If you can't be vulnerable with me about it, it's not going to work. Like, we need that vulnerableness with each other in order to be able to work on the relationship. So, like, I don't see a future with someone who can't be vulnerable with me.
That makes sense. Like, I don't mind a guy being vulnerable. Just crying, in general, when people cry near me, like, I just don't know what to do. Whether you're a guy, girl, like, I don't know what to do. If the guy wants to cry, he can cry. But I feel like men need to be more vulnerable. Because, like, one time I was talking to this guy, and he was so clearly upset about something. And I kept asking him, like, what's wrong? Like, tell me what's wrong. Yeah. He goes, it has nothing to do with you. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'll stop worrying about you in general then. Like, I feel like it's not a red flag to be sad and to show that something is upset.
If anything, it shows growth, because a lot of men were taught from a young age to not cry. So if you do cry, honey, cry. Okay? Yeah. Like, I don't want to see you cry, but if you are going to cry, I'd rather you cry than hold it in and just, like, use that anger then. Yeah. Because that's where anger issues come from, honey. And I really don't like a man with anger issues.
No, me neither.
Do you like men?
Oh, do I like it when a man cries? Honestly, like, I don't know. This is, like, kind of a terrible take, but, like, I actually hate it when a man cries. Because I know, and
what's wrong with the world.
I am what's wrong with the world. But, like, I don't know, and I don't like toxic masculinity. I hate it when, like, a man's angry. I'd rather him cry than be angry. And to your point, I like it when they share what's wrong. If there's clearly something wrong, I want to deal with that. But if a guy just starts crying, like, I don't know, I'm terrible with, like, emotions. I don't want to see that.
I'm terrible with my own emotions, but when it comes to everyone else's emotions, honey, I'm there.
I can't deal with emotions in general. Mine, yours, anyone's, like, ew.
I was always helping other people. So my biggest thing is, like, if someone's crying, I'm there. I'm like, it's okay, girl, come here. And even if they're a guy, it's okay, girl. Really? It's okay, girl, come here. Like, I was always just
I'm the opposite. Consoler. I'm like, can you actually stop? Can you, like, cut that out? Like, I don't know, even when a girl cries, I'm like, fine. And it makes me a terrible person, and I hate, like, that I am like this.
No, because sometimes, my thing is, though, if someone's crying, somehow I'm starting crying. Like, I'll feel their emotions. I'll be like, why am I crying?
Depending on the situation, if I look at a tear, then I might start crying, but it doesn't mean that I'm like, I feel bad for them. It's just like, I don't know what crying does, but like, I'll just start to cry.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why am I getting emotional? I don't even know what's happening. I'm just emotional.
Yeah. And I actually do cry a lot, which is really weird for someone who hates it when other people cry. But, like, I think because I start crying when I'm stressed out, and I can't deal with when I'm sad myself. And so when other people are doing it, it stresses me out, and then I cry, and then I have to deal with my emotions and their emotions, and it just becomes, like, a whole thing. And I'd rather just, like, not. I don't know.
Okay. Do girls really notice the small changes in men's appearance?
I do.
Yes.
Oh my God. My boyfriend cut his hair. Not even a lot. Just a little
bit.
Always
with the cutting hair.
And it was before we were together, of course, though.
Was it good or was it bad?
I was just like, you cut your hair. He's like, yeah. I was like, you cut it. It's shorter. It's not as long as I liked it before.
Yeah.
He's like, you liked my hair. I was like, that's not the point. You cut it.
Yeah.
They cut their hair.
I hate it when they cut their hair. Sorry.
They need to stop. I feel like
they need to stop.
Women need to making like executive decision if you're allowed to cut your hair or not. And that goes with hairstyles too.
Oh my God.
Men get
the
certain
buzz
hairstyles.
Cut phase.
I hate
buzz cut phase of men.
Okay, I'm talking to the camera for this one. No man looks good with a buzz cut. Cut it out.
That's not true.
That's not true because tell me the man with like blonde hair who's buff and not too buff, honey. I mean like it's the military haircut. That is what that is. They're going for the military haircut.
I don't like buff men either.
Some of them do look good. I have to say
they do, but most don't.
But again.
They don't.
You have to leave it to a panel of women to tell you what you should do with your hair.
At the minimum, ask 5 women in your life and then decide.
Because the thing is, not just cutting your hair. Certain hairstyles are so unattractive. This one guy I used to talk to has a small head. his hair, he looks so good when he gets singles, when he gets like his afro, but when he does cornrows and they're back, his head is smaller than it already is, and it doesn't look good. No. But they don't understand that. It's like,
or when my ex-boyfriend got the ugliest mullet I've ever seen.
Oh my god!
Like not even a mullet, like the ugly mullet, the like redneck mullet.
My ex, after I broke up with him,
yes,
he got a mullet. I
like
said,
a good mullet or a bad mullet?
It was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, I'm sorry, what? So you just forgot everything I told you?
Yeah. Like,
everything.
Listen to a woman.
I don't know what is with y'all in cutting your hair, but you need to cut it out.
Yes, literally. Also,
wait, we've been breaking the fourth wall this episode.
Also, can we talk about like jewelry?
I love jewelry.
Okay, I asked a question in a group chat the other day. Let me turn this down because we're... Do you think it's okay for men to have belly button piercings?
Oh. I've never seen a man with a belly button piercing.
I've never seen it either.
I have to show you a photo. It's on my phone. I will show it to you after. The thing is, he looks so good. So good.
Now I have to see it.
I know.
And then he lifted up his shirt, and I was like, oh.
But I get like a gay man. Like I've seen some like...
He does OnlyFans.
I've seen some twinks with like... And they look really good.
I don't know.
I'd have to see it.
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm pausing the live. Like, I said... I
have to see this because... It just depends.
It does depend.
The thing is, he's so good looking.
I can't even picture it for some reason.
Neither can I. Like, I was like, I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Abs, no abs, like... I'll have to see.
Show her.
You might not find him attractive. I find him attractive.
He's hot.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Because the thing is, here's the thing.
He's attractive.
He's
goddamn attractive.
Piercings, tattoos, nothing like that on a man.
Oh, I love them.
But... It's a belly button piercing too.
I don't
like
it.
Wait. I'd say if you got a floating one, there's a difference. So the floating one is like a bar, like just basically a bedazzled.
Ours is normal.
Oh.
Basically, just like it looks like this, and it's just bedazzled on here, and it's like a clip on.
Oh yeah. It goes
that
like
I feel like would look cute.
Oh.
I feel like that would look cuter on a man.
He looks like
the dangly one. I'm not really a fan of. the dangly one.
I don't know how I feel about it in general because, I don't know, even like too many like piercings on a man. Like, how do you feel about a man having like double second piercings?
I
can fuck with it.
As someone who has many piercings, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm someone who likes a guy with piercings. Like, it's not bad.
I don't mind, but like when I went to high school, people just said that was like.
Yeah, I remember high school people. Honestly, okay, it depends. If there's someone who's like into piercings and like have more piercings than just those, two, then yeah, like that eats. If it's just those two and like it's not their style, I'm like, why did you get more piercings if you weren't gonna like go with your whole piercing self?
I'm not really into punk men either.
Oh, I am. I'm into
I don't
like the
goth
grunge.
punk. I don't like grunge.
The funniest thing is my man is not a grunge man.
Really?
Like, I have so many different flavors.
White collar?
No, thank God, no. He is, he's half Peruvian, half British.
Oh.
But his style is like suits.
Interesting.
Like.
Yeah.
Wait, he's like fancy?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's white collar.
No. Oh, that is white collar.
Oh, sorry, blue collar. I think you were talking about. Yeah, he's white.
Yeah.
White collar.
You know why I said white collar? I mean blue collar. My bad.
No. Blue collar, I think is the.
Blue collar is like construction worker.
I thought you said blue collar. Yes, white collar men. Yes, I like.
I don't like a white collar man either. I feel like that's too much for me.
My thing is like.
It is white collar.
No. Yeah, I said you were right. I thought you said blue collar.
Crazy.
No, I'm crazy.
No, you're good.
You're good. My thing is like that's how I met him. Like. That's how he caught my eye. He was in a suit, and I whipped my head.
Oh, I do love a man in a suit, but I don't want one that wears it every day.
He doesn't wear it every day, but I just mean like that's like a like I went oh
yeah.
And as a fashion student, and a man was dressing in a suit,
yeah,
and I just went, oh, you're not like the rest.
Or you know what I love too, like a man that like doesn't really wear a suit a lot, and like it's kind of like chill and that kind of vibe, and then you go to some event, and then they put that suit on, and you see them in a whole nother light. I'm like. Like one time my like gay best friend did that, and I almost fell in love with him. Like he like wore this suit to this like event we went to, and I was like, wait, why do I kind of love you now?
Oh, really? Like now you just have me thinking. I'm like, I might have to text my man to bring a suit the next time I see him. Because suits just really do it sometimes.
They do it.
Okay, let's see. How do you decide if a guy is boyfriend material versus just fun?
Ooh, okay.
Well, personally, I fall in love immediately. Like, I will, like, talk to one person for, like, a day or, like either a girl or a guy, and I'm immediately in love, so...
I fall hard, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if I have a just fun, which sucks.
The thing is, I don't have a just fun.
Yeah,
I was gonna
it's
say,
never
like,
for fun.
I don't know how to do just fun. Like, I'm
me
scared of
neither.
that. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
how hookup culture is scary. I
It
don't know
is very scary.
how
I
our
hate
generation's
it.
doing it.
I don't do it.
Girl, it's scary.
No, but you're stronger.
Yeah.
And good for you. Because I wish I could do that. I
wish I could just let loose one day.
To anything.
Oh.
What are you talking about? I don't do the hookups. I don't do that type of stuff. Do I do just fun? No. Do I do boyfriends? No.
Okay. You just don't do any of it.
You do talking stages and
I'm
situationships.
just
with the
here
day
for the
you got.
vibes, guys. You know, I'm 20. I'm allowed to do what I want. I'm just enjoying life.
Yeah, no, me, I was like, what's happened for me is like serious relationship, breakup, serious relationship.
Yeah.
And like, it's not like a serious relationship, fun, serious. It's serious relationship.
Yeah.
We break up, serious relationship.
Yeah.
Break up, another serious
And
relationship.
also, like, I particularly don't, like, really like men all that much.
Neither do I.
And so, like, if I really like a man enough to want to hang out with him, I'll like him enough to want to date him.
Yeah.
And if I don't like him enough to date him, I don't want to hang out with him.
It's either I see you like a brother or I see you as a partner.
Yeah.
Like,
LOL.
there's no in between.
No,
I see you
there
like a
isn't.
brother or I see you like a partner.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only been in like one serious relationship, and that was trauma enough for me to be
Honestly,
honest.
fair.
So I'm just here for the vibes
Yeah.
until it's my time to, pick a man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. But I will say, literally, I was like, for men, I'm so picky. For women,
Oh, for women.
ooh, you could be anyone. I'm like, damn, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, women just do it for me.
No, me too. And any type of woman too. Like,
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like guys, I have such a particular type.
I
And then
do.
woman, it's like
I literally
goth,
said-
like lesbian, like
Literally.
anyone. Like,
I literally told my man, I was like, you fell into the 1% of man. Like, I
Yeah.
literally said, I didn't even expect to be with a man. I
Yeah.
honestly was like, you kind of just came in here by accidentally. Like, you opened the door and like, I'm here for an interview. I was like, come in. He didn't even know what he was there for. But yeah, no, women.
yeah. And then for women, I think if I'm thinking about like just for fun or like girlfriend, I don't know. I feel like weirdly enough, like I love hanging out with women so much. Like most of my friends are women that I always kind of start off as like
Friends.
Same.
Same.
Seeing anything, like just kind of talking, and then maybe it'll become something. Because I'm not usually friends with men enough that it's ever just for fun.
See, the
if that
thing
makes
is,
sense.
I think I'm the opposite. I think I have a lot of fun with women.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, relationship. Because, like, goddamn, women are so flirty.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't even tell. I went to a school full of girls who you could not tell were straight
Yeah.
or gay. And I was like, I can't tell with you. You're flirting
Yeah.
with me, but are you straight?
I know. I went to an art school. It was awful.
Yep.
Because it's like, are you straight? Are you gay? Like, do you want me? And then I found out that there was this girl that I had a crush on so much for like all of high school. And I was like, she's straight. She looks straight. She acts straight. She's friends with so many guys. She always kind of had like a boyfriend situation going on. And I found out like a week ago that she's been bi this whole time.
You missed your chance.
Yeah.
I'm so upset. Like
I
gotta,
get
like,
that.
reach out
You
or
gotta
something.
make the first move.
I know.
Literally.
I really do.
But to answer the question, since we like kind of just didn't answer the
Yeah.
question, I'd say what differentiates it for me, for women at least, is she needs to tell me she's gay.
Yeah.
She just needs to tell me. She needs to tell me if she's into women.
Yeah.
Because I will not know. I'm too
I know, I
much
don't
of a
assume
chicken when it
either.
comes to women.
Mm-hmm.
Like for men, I'll be dominant. For
Yeah.
women, I don't know how to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, I know how to talk to you to be like girlies and friends.
Yeah.
But like the second it's relationship time, I'm like, I'm scared.
I agree. I think it's hard to find out because I think a lot of my friends I'll flirt with. And so it's hard to tell, like, if with a woman, like, are we flirting as friends or
Exactly.
are we flirting as something else?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like this one time I was flirting with a girl and she was flirting back heavy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, are we feeling each other?
Yeah.
And then I find out she's straight and has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Like, okay.
okay.
Should we do one last question?
Yeah. What is your type?
I have different types though because I like what I like. I say for men, very specific. Curly hair. Gamer.
Oh. Sorry.
golden retriever energy. It is so bad.
Sorry.
I've been with so many gamers I can't even count.
I'm sorry.
Kind of nerdy. Kind of nerdy.
Enough. So many guys are gamers, like secretly.
Yeah, but I need mine to be like
heavy
nerdy.
Gamer?
No, like, I need mine to be like a nerdy, cutesy boy, like baby
type?
face. Yeah, I can't do scruff. I'm sorry, I can't do scruff. I hate beards. Like it looks good on guys. Don't get me wrong, but like I just can't do it for myself.
I don't like masculine kind of like.
I think I like feminine boys. Like, to be honest, I like I like feminine boys. My sister's like, you like men who look like girls. I'm like.
We literally were just talking about that earlier today, too.
I was like, you know what? Don't call me out like that.
I want a man that I can look at and be like, you're so pretty.
I like, you're so cute.
I'm saying what I said again. I don't want my man to be pretty. I want my man to be handsome.
Nah, I want mine to be cute.
I hate pretty men. I can't.
I love a pretty man. And for women, you could be anything, honey. Like,
you can be anything.
Oh, goddamn.
Hot, beautiful,
goth.
like, yeah.
Earthy core, like, cottage core.
Preach.
Anything, lesbian, bi, mask,
of course,
freaking butch, okay,
like,
which is like super masculine,
like honey, I'll take any of you. Well, I won't. I'm taken, but like back then, I.
But now that I'm single, I'll take any of you.
Like, oh my god, just women in general, like, come here,
like,
goddamn,
really.
But men,
but
stay
then
away.
Men, it's very specific, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you though?
For my type, not tall, but taller than me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how tall, just I'm 5'5". You can at least make to the 5'6" inch mark.
Ooh, I like a short king. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I
But no, that's you can like a short king, but you can at least be like 1 inch taller than me.
Oh, mine is like I think an inch taller than me. Like he's 5 something. I'm 5'7".
My 5'10", 5'11", guys, that's my man. Like 5'10" and 5'11" are my perfect height.
But like if you're short, because the thing is, with some short guys, they look so good.
Like shorter?
Like they all look good.
Like the short guys look so goddamn
good.
How
tall?
Like probably my height.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7". 5'7", 5'6" max. Because like when you hit like the short level, I'm sorry, but like
that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like even then, like you're shorter than like half my girlfriends at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm like. Even then, like, if you got, like, the jokes, if you got, like, the personality, I might just look past the height and be like, yeah, I'll lift you up at that point. Like,
really?
I'll put you on a stepping stool.
I'm not.
No. Like I said, I'm short. You could at least be an inch.
But me, I also like towering over men.
Oh. No.
So I was always in high school, I was always in heels. I was always in heels.
Just, like, every day of the...
Except when I was playing on the football team.
Mm-hmm.
But like I was always in heels. Literally, yeah. I was the only girl on the guys' football team.
Yes.
But
yeah, like even when I'm scrolling on Hinge and stuff like that, I always look at like the height, and I specifically match with the 5'10", 5'11" guys. Like I actually look at that. Like I love it. Like that's my man. Like
so tall but not like
taller
than
mind,
you.
Yes. Yeah, taller than me. I don't need to be too tall. The ideal height is like 5'8" to like 6 foot. Okay. That's like the range. You guys, they should be able to make that. I think. You have to be funny. If you can't make me laugh, this is not going to work out. I'm telling you that right now. Tall, dark, and handsome. Like I don't know. We had a conversation about this the other day. But yeah, I like black and brown men. Okay. To be honest. Yeah.
I feel like I like white men. But I'm down for anything. But also my celebrity crush, as we all know.
Oh my God! Leave Andy Samberg out of the conversation.
Oh my God!
I can't go a single day without. But if we're talking about our types in men, he's my type. He's 5'10". He's a Leo. I love Leos. He's funny. I love the white
Andy
with
Samberg's
brown
nose
hair.
makes me uncomfortable.
Don't get me started on his nose. I don't love it, but I can look past it.
Ooh, that should have been a question. Do we actually care about noses?
I
can't.
No. Listen, I want my man. I like black men, okay? If his nose doesn't take up half of his face, I don't want it.
That's different. Okay, Italian men. I hate your nose. I'm sorry.
We want width. We don't want length.
I was getting hit in my face when I was kissing an Italian nose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in my defense, girl, you're fine.
I do have an Italian nose. I'm literally looking at it from this camera. She is large.
No, honey. Trust me. I dated an Italian man. I was getting my eyes poked out. Okay?
It's giving Gru from Despicable.
It was giving Gru. I'm like, oh my God, I got masked fished, okay? He was wearing a mask for the whole time.
Thank God my half Indian, quarter Indian, whatever it is, like, is protecting me from that, but...
I'm sorry. The first time I saw him, I thought I was gonna... Like, I saw his eyes first, of course, because he was in a mask. Yeah. Then he took his mask down, and I saw him, I was like, nose. My brain went, nose. I was like, I can get past it. I can get past it.
I don't like a big nose at all. I don't want width. I don't want size. I want like a tiny little. I can do like a bigger nose, like width. You're gonna lose nose out.
No, the video of him and Lucy trying to kiss with both their big noses.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's what it's giving.
And I was just like, no. Why can I feel your nose puncturing my face?
Yeah.
No, if your
nose
just
ruins the vibes.
If you aren't sucking me in when you're talking,
oh my God. I was like, what are you talking?
No, I don't want it. I love big noses. I love big lips. I love big eyes. Lips. I love small eyes. Your eyes shouldn't be normal size. They should either be small or big. Like,
see, I think I like conventionally unattractive people. Like, I don't like the society's attractiveness. Like, I don't like the supermodel look. I like a guy who has a little, like...
ugly to him?
A little ugly to him.
You know?
Like, Glorilla song.
I like my guys tall and ugly.
You know, actually, my straight up type is... myself. When I'm looking for a man, I want him to look like he could be my brother. I don't have any brothers, so it's not weird. And my dad doesn't look like me. I just love myself. I want someone with my type of hair. Well, not this long, but like dark hair like mine. Same like shape. Same like face color, eye color. Basically,
guys,
same
hit her
lips.
up. Guys, hit her up.
If you look like me, hit me up.
If you don't look like me, hit me up.
No, literally, I see guys, and they look too much like my brothers. I'm sorry. Too many guys I'm around look like my cousins or my brothers, and I can't do it. Like, I look at them like, no, you look like family. Can't do it. No.
Really? I don't have a single family member that looks anything like me. Because my dad is family, so no cousins, no brothers.
See, I have such a big family that, and I know all of them, that it's like, you look like my cousin's cousin. And that freaks me out.
Everyone in my family is a different skin tone, to be honest.
Same. Because I have light skins in my family. I have dark skins. I have albinos. Okay? I can't win.
Yeah.
Unless you're white.
I have the brown Trinidadians. I have the whites. Wow. I have, but not like white, the West Indian whites. Yeah. I got the black people. We're all different, to be honest. We don't look related at all, but
yeah, I don't know what type of brand of narcissism I have. And I should probably get that one checked out. But, yeah, don't say yes.
Sorry, same though. Yeah.
But, I love myself. I want to date myself.
You know what? Self-love.
Like, someone, even when people like the same stuff as me, when they like the stuff, when they like the things I watch, when they have the same type of humor as
when they show interest in things I'm interested in.
Yeah. Like, you can have different interests and all, get interested in it. But if you don't like the same things as me...
I like being opposite to my men, to be honest.
I tried that. No. I tried that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying that, so.
I ended up at a hockey game. Never doing that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's so specific, too. I did karate for, so much of my life, and then when I find out, a guy does karate, I'm like, wait, that's so cute.
No, literally.
This has to be
an issue. So you just want to date yourself?
I do. I'm so
That's concerning.
sorry. It's concerning.
Just a little. You know? But see, me, when I found out my man could sing.
Yeah. That's it.
I want a man to sing to me.
I can't sing.
You know that one song introducing me from Camp Rock? From
I
Nick
think
Jonas?
so.
Do,
yeah.
If a man ever...
You don't understand. My man writes me love letters.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh.
When I say if a man wanted to, he would. Y'all don't settle for less.
None of them want to.
We should wrap this one up, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we are to the end of our episode.
Yeah.
Episode 8.
It was so great to meet you.
It was so great being here.
Yeah. Do you want to drop any... Oh, that's... Do you want to drop any of your handles?
Sure. I'm going to drop my business one, which is BUKA_boutique. And then my main, if you guys want to just follow along on my just fashion journey, it is NANZA_.06.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on. I had a lot of fun today.
These
episodes today have actually been so good. We were talking so much, and I love them. But fortunately, they have to come to an end eventually because we can't make 3-hour long episodes.
Yeah, but we'll see you guys next week.